Thank you very much. I just want to welcome everyone who's on this platform. I'm here to say a story that you already know about. I thought it was appropriate to engage for the last time before I cross over. As you are already aware of spending almost my entire life in and around 25 years and 16 years of international cricket, I have decided to move on. This has been my hardest decision to make. It has been a massive honor to have played for and captained my country. Indeed, not many have had the privilege, as I have to represent Zimbabwe for 16 years, playing 14 test matches, 213 ODIs and 57 T20s. It hasn't been an easy road. I have failed sometimes, but I want you to know that I have never stopped trying. At the tender age of 34, I thought I still had a couple of years in me to play for my country, but after facing several injuries, I had to make this difficult decision. It is sad for me to leave, but I am doing so with pride and a big smile on my face, knowing I have given everything to the game and my nation. Throughout my international career, it has always been about giving everything to the team, playing with dignity and upholding the spirit of the game. With Zimbabwe now facing on qualifiers for the 2023 World Cup, I'm sure you all agree my timing would not have been any better to allow the young blood to come into the team and take the new role in the Zimbabwe cricket team. As I look back, as one does at some time, I have many people to thank for supporting me, teaching me, and believing in me. My development coaches from primary school days in Highfields at Chipembere, and also Takashinga Cricket Club, who taught me the basics and powerful love for the game, which has always stayed with me. My coaches at provincial and international level were added to my graft and helped shape my personality. My trainers who have worked hard to get me fit when I was coming from injuries. The Zimbabwe Cricket Board, who had confidence in me, entrusted me with the captaincy. I am grateful for the privilege. The media has been kind to me, highlighting my achievement and always challenging me to aim higher and keep going. Thank you. But most of all, I have to thank the teams I've played with and against. I know what I'm going to miss the most is being part of a changing room. The joy of bonding together and striving to achieve a goal is what made cricket special for me. I learned a lot from my teammates, and I leave the game with wonderful memories and strong friendship. A career in sports is almost impossible to manage without the support, guidance, and reassurance of family and friends. During tough times, there's always been my family, my wife, close friends, my brothers, my sister, my parents. I know they're in heaven right now, but they've played a big part in my upbringing. Finally, I want to thank the cricket fans. The game is lucky to have you, and I've been lucky to play before you. To everyone on this platform right now, thank you once again. I hope you accompany me in my next journey. Thank you.
All right. We'll now get to the question time. And I see Moyi has his hand up. You can get the ball rolling. Yes, Moyi?
Yeah, it's sad to hear that you are finally calling it a day. But can I ask you what exactly led you to decide to retire? Since you are 34 and you can play professional cricket for at least 3-4 more years since you are a batsman. So was it injury or something else? And what next you are planning it for?
Yeah, most of it was because of my injuries. I had surgery last year, and before I become a batsman, I had also problems with my back. So looking at the future and how I'm feeling, I'm not really 100% when it comes to my fitness. So I thought this was the right time to give youngsters a chance in time before the World Cup, so that they can have a year or two of learning how international cricket is about. Yes, and obviously looking at the team, the makeup of the team right now, we sort of like have a good middle order players that are playing also. I just thought, maybe it would be harder for me to get the chances. Maybe I'm actually blocking for the younger ones that we have, more time to learn about the game and play and represent our country.
All right, Abdul Wahid, and then Ashtik, you are next.
Thank you so much, Darlington. First of all, I think you on your expression you have a sadness. Do you happy or do you agree with your that kind of whole your career? And second question is that when will be the Zimbabwean cricket board on the professional track like Bangladesh? Thank you.
Sorry, Abdul, may you please come again?
My question is that Darlington has the sadness on his expression. Are you happy with your whole career?
Yes, I call myself lucky because I've, maybe one of the guys who have played for a long time for Zimbabwe. I've enjoyed every moment. I've enjoyed the challenges. I've enjoyed, leading my team in my country to the World Cup. I've sort of like enjoyed every moment that I've played, and also going abroad to play for other teams. It has been an honor to represent my country, and obviously I'm gonna miss it, but I think I'm also happy that I've made this decision. I'm not gonna regret it because I know our future needs to have time before the World Cup.
Okay, Ashtikiwa, then Jim Duplessis.
Thanks so much. Elton, two questions. I think the first one, just maybe your top two, I guess, highlights as far as playing in the national team is. I mean, for you, it's been a long journey, and I gather from what you just said, it's been a fulfilling one as well. And then the second thing I want to know is, toward, I think in the last few years, as we didn't know then that was toward the end of your international career with the Chevrons. Just want to find out, there's been a lot of debate, a lot of criticism on your inclusion, your selection, and so forth. I know it's something you also notice. I just wanted to find out your feelings there, and if it had any contribution towards you finally saying, okay, maybe let me retire and give the youngsters a chance, like you're saying.
My best highlights, obviously, the games that we have won against Australia. One of it was the World Cup in South Africa 2020, and the other one was when I captained when we won against Australia again in Harare, and also my first first international 100, which I got here in Pakistan last time when we were here. And regarding obviously the criticism and all those, it's part of being a sportsman, to be criticized, and I took it in a positive way so that I can improve my game, and because sometimes when you get criticized, people, it's not just they hate you, they want you to do better. So all those criticism, I always took them in a positive way so that I work harder before I cross the line to represent my country. The reason why I'm retiring is it's also mainly because of the injuries that I've been facing lately, since 2015, I think, where I had major injuries, which are sort of like slowing me down when I'm competing. So I thought this is the right time. I don't wanna close doors for the other guys. Then maybe after a year or two, then I say I'm leaving. Then it's gonna leave a gap when it comes to our international, when it comes to the World Cup qualifying and playing in the World Cup.
All right, Dean Duplessis, then Brighton Jawi, followed by Chatenda Ziambi.
Thank you very much indeed, Darlington. Thank you. Elton, LT, good afternoon. So nice hearing from you. Can I first of all just start off by saying that was an incredibly modest statement of yours, very, very humble. Ash kind of, actually, without meaning to, took one of my questions, so I'm going to phrase the question slightly differently. In the good times and the bad times that you had as an international cricketer, are there any regrets? Is there something that had you known then what you know now, is there something that you perhaps would have liked to have done a little differently?
I don't have any regrets. I just had maybe wishes, especially when I started my international career. We started as a bunch of under 19 players, compared to some of the guys that are making the team now, who are starting their career with senior players around them. So it was sort of like a difficult time, our early days, where we didn't have experience and we had to feed off each other, the guys who didn't have the experience. So it was kind of hard for us. It was tough. But by keep believing in ourselves and trying to work hard, we ended up getting that experience as we played along. So I think that's the only wish maybe I say, if we had someone or some senior players who could share us with knowledge of playing international in those days. But I've enjoyed every moment. I have enjoyed those hard challenges when I was a youngster, and I don't have any regrets. All the bad times taught me something which could relate into my personal life as well. So I took everything in a positive way. I know that I wasn't gonna please everyone when it comes to how I played my cricket, but I think what was important was to make sure that I stay focused and turn those negative into positives.
All right, Brighton Jawi, then Chatenda Ziambi.
Thank you, Darlington. LT, I want to say congratulations on a long international career. I think it's a privilege. My question is, Aston to retire, and in his last game, he scored a 50. I think you're playing against Afghanistan in Bangladesh. So I'm sure tomorrow you're gearing up to go and finish off in style. And also another question, just to get clarity on, you're quitting international cricket, but are you going to be involved or give back to some cricket in some way, playing club cricket, or looking to be like me and other guys as well. Thank you.
Okay.
You're breaking a little bit, so I didn't hear your other question.
I think the first part is.
All right.
Okay, you can come again, shall we?
My first question is, obviously you want to go out in style and finish off in style, maybe with the fifth or match-winning performance against Stanford. So I'm very geared up to go and do that. My second question is, after international cricket, are you still involved in domestic cricket and club cricket? You've seen the National Premier League inviting fans. Are you going to be involved in that tournament? Or are you looking to take other role in pieces? Or are you moving away from cricket totally?
Obviously, I want to finish. I want to finish well. But what I've told myself, I just need to make sure that I enjoy it for the last time. And my feeling since I started playing cricket is the same feeling I've got today, of looking forward to the game tomorrow. So what I will say is I'm gonna try and make sure that I enjoy it to the fullest and give my best as I always have done. Then when it comes to my life after playing international, yes, I want to give back. I'm still not sure how I'll be giving back, but definitely I'll be giving back to the game and trying to help the upcoming youngsters that will take our country forward. I'll be part of my club Takashinga, so I see one or two games that I'll be part of.
All right, Tatenda.
Right, thank you, Darlington. Once again, congratulations on your retirement, Elton. So my question to you is, I know you spoke about it, that you've started very young. You're an 18-year-old when you made your debut. Now you're at the ripe old age of 34. But I just want to get your perspective, like a comparison, like where you're leaving cricket now. Can you compare your time coming into Zimbabwe cricket back in 2004, I believe, to where you sort of leave it now? Do you think it's in a better place? Are there still things that perhaps needs to be done, or has it regressed? Just your thoughts on that.
Thank you. Obviously, cricket is evolving, so there's always room to improve all the time. I feel now there's a good structure that is going to take Zimbabwe cricket forward. Looking at the youngsters that are knocking doors to the national team and the guys who are experienced, I think with that combination, I believe we're going in the right direction. Like how you saw our last ODI game where we won, and there's a youngster Wesley who's playing well together with the seniors. So I think we're going the right direction. Just I hope that we'll play as many games as we can, in the next coming year, so that guys we have the game time, so that we can start seeing consistency when it comes to playing, rather than before where we used to play maybe January, then the next tour will be maybe in May or June. So hopefully there'll be consistent games, one after the other, so that guys will get used to playing international cricket, and that way I believe we'll improve and win more games.
All right, Maria Rajput, you wanted to ask a question earlier?
Yes, first of all, I want to congratulate you on your such a long career. I used to watch you in 2005, and now I'm asking question as a journalist. So how difficult it is to decide that I'm not going to play international cricket anymore. You have played like long 17 years. So how difficult it was to decide that yes, I will not play international cricket from now to onward.
It has been difficult. I started thinking about this not last month but last season. Unfortunately, the that's when the COVID happened. But this has been in my mind for the past a year or so. So after we got back, and also from my injury, I just thought, I think this is the right time to leave the game. It hasn't been easy, but I also considered the future when it comes to our players, and and also the combination of the team. When I started, I was an all-rounder in number 7, used to bring that balance in the team. So I still believe, when it comes to our makeup of our team, to have that balance, to groom someone, especially at that position, will be our, our finisher, and someone who can, balance the team. So, and I know that number 7 is not an easy position to just come in and start performing. So it needs time. So looking at the World Cup and where we are right now, I just thought it's the perfect time to leave it to someone who's young and who can bring that balance into the team.
All right, I will take the last 2 questions. Are we happy? Okay, Brighton.
But the question, you mentioned something important about the number 7 role. Do you have anyone in mind you think can take that position and execute it well, maybe like what you did? Because I think it's an area that Zimbabwe has been struggling to in the past games or recently. Do you have any names?
Yeah, there's a couple of names. There is obviously Raza is now playing in that role at the moment. There's guys like Jongwe, Nevo Madzira, getting the other all-rounder that who plays for Mountaineers. But there's a couple of guys who can play that role, and I just thought those guys, if they get a chance, I think they'll be the ones that can play that role well.
Lastly, how did you deliver the news to your teammates? When did you tell them, and what sort of reaction did you get from them? Were there some tears?
Yeah, obviously, most people didn't expect that. It was emotional, but what I liked the most, they also respected my decision and wished me well. Obviously, it's gonna be hard to leave, but obviously, I'm not gonna leave to disappear. But I'll be around and try and share my knowledge, whenever I can.
Thanks, Elton. All the best. Thank you, Darlington.
Okay.